All right, who wants to start telling the truth here on this pod about how this looks?
By which part?
Desus did Kimmel. Not only did he do Kimmel, but he interviewed Jeannie Buss on Kimmel, looking like every bit of $10 gazillion. That kind of changes this from a quick little guest spot to I'm interviewing somebody of real stature here, and the trust that they have in him to do that.
Kind of tell you might have been some conversations happening for a while.
Some planning.
Yeah. A little bit.
I have a few questions for y'all. I start with number one. If you and I do a podcast, a two-man podcast, I know we do a podcast, but if we do a two-man podcast, and one person is making decisions for their life that will alter the state of that podcast, are they responsible for telling the person that they do the podcast with that those things are going on?
Yes.
Park says yes.
You got to be a little more specific.
Yeah. What's our relationship? We just do a podcast together?
No, I'm talking about what you said.
That's where it gets tricky. Yes, we just do a podcast together.
But
however,
it's a successful podcast.
It's a successful
across
podcast.
Multiple platforms.
It's known, it's popular, it brings in revenue. People quit their jobs. People fucking make good money doing a podcast. And if that's going to be, the state of that's going to be altered in any way, should your partner...
Yes.
I think, like, if you and I have a podcast and we 50-50 owners and I'm planning to make a drastic life change, absolutely, I think you need to be made privy of that. If it could affect our working relationship or the brand that we've built, I think you're privy to that.
Ice?
Again, it goes to our relationship. If you just a coworker of mine and we just got this show, it's successful or not, like, and then another opportunity come, that's
way more lucrative.
Not even just lucrative. This is in line with where I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure if we got a show together, you have your plan and your goals. I have mine. We might have talked about that before. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, I want this. You might not want that. So if that opportunity comes to me, then I mean, you'll find out. But I don't necessarily got to run it past you. I don't think.
So you find out when everybody else finds out. Or in the same ballpark.
It might not be like when a public announcement goes out or something, but once we got some ink ready to sign, and now things have gotten to that point where this is really happening, because you get a bunch of conversations and meetings and shit and nothing come from it. But once we got to the point where this is something concrete,
relationships that you're massaging that can potentially turn into, a quick lifestyle change, like a drastic lifestyle change. Like where you'll uproot from the city that you live in and start somewhere else new.
Yeah, my personal opinion is
I still wouldn't.
If we have a real relationship, like if we boys,
y'all keep blurring the lines with this boy.
I know, no.
I took it off of that.
No, I think if we boys, then you definitely get the conversation. But even in a business forum where we 50-50 on this show, I think you owe it to the person. That's my personal opinion. Regardless if y'all homeboys or not, you still owe them that.
Reason why I take it off of the homeboys aspect is because if we homeboys like that, it ain't gotta be no show. If I'm having y'all would know if we didn't even work together and some shit came down the line that could change I'll be talking to y'all. We homies.
Gotcha.
So I'm removing that from this. If that's my homie, we're gonna have that talk regardless. Just letting you know what's going on with a nigga. But if we just have work together and that's the extent of our relationship, then I don't feel I'm obligated to let you know that, hey, I'm taking some meetings over here that might change shit.
Yeah, I disagree now. I disagree. At first I was on that side, but I disagree. I think that if we built a brand and we have businesses aligned with our brand, I think if you're going to deviate from what we already have going on, I think it's a conversation that needs to be had.
Got it.
I think it's just a conversation that needs to be had, but when it's concrete, like when I got a contract from these niggas and now
I think
okay, we speak
to
for
look
real.
like concrete might be poured is when you had the conversation.
Think about this though.
But it won't be just I'm taking a meeting over there.
No, you don't got to tell about
it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It ain't gonna be that.
But even when it's concrete now and they want you to leave in 3 weeks or 2 weeks, that's when you go tell a homeboy like, yo, dog, 2 weeks.
Nah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out of here.
That's crazy to me.
That's a little rough.
That's a little crazy.
Desus looks like they prepping him for prime time.
He looks good up there.
He looks like they're prepping him for prime time.
Skin shining.
Yeah, bald head shining.
Balder
yes.
than it's ever been in his life. Vice ain't get his head that bald. Congratulations to Desus. Now I know how some of that meeting sounded. Like all they say more will be revealed. Now I know how some of that last breakup Desus and Mero meeting with. Listen, man, I'm riding with the manager. Okay.
All right.
No. You sure? You sure?
No, it wasn't a you sure.
Nah, it was.
I never seen a 2-man late night show. I never seen that one. Where I'm going, the slot for one. Yeah. There's a one-seater. One seat left in that first class.
And he took my coat when I got on that plane.
And I gotta go, buddy. Sorry, you have fun with math. Shout out to math, but this looks different.
Neutral button. Enough, Daddy.